in inboard marine transmissions, we don't have a dedicated clutch, mechanical or hydraulic. In this transmission, we have a clutch pack to engage forward and other clutch pack to engage reverse. But we don't have clutch for the transmission. Yeah, we have a clutch pack. We have a clutch pack to engage forward, or we have a clutch pack to engage reverse. One shaft for forward, other for reverse, and each clutch pack receives the fluid from the oil pump, depending on the position of the lever, the shift lever, if it's in forward, in reverse, or neutral. Now we are going to talk about the flex plate or absorber plate. Some people say that this is the clutch in a marine transmission, but really in a marine transmission we don't have a dedicated clutch. This element absorb the momentum of the engine in order to engage forward and reverse. This element have splines over there on the hub, and those splines enter into the splines of the transmission. In other words, this element enter here, and this element is bolted on the flywheel of the engine. It's bolted here, here, and here, and the transmission, the input shaft of the transmission enter over there, and those springs absorb the momentum of the engine when the engine is running. Those springs are completely deformed, completely compressed, and after that return. In that specific fraction of time, this is the moment where you engage forward or reverse. And now we are going to check the same flex plate for inboard gas engine with a steam drive. And we are going to analyze both of them, the comparison with both flex plate. Both of them have basically the same function. What is the meaning of that? Remember, in a marine transmission, inboard transmissions, we only have one set of gears for forward and all other set of gears for reverse. The set of gears for forward engage when the clutch pack for forward receives the fluid at high pressure, and the set of gears for reverse engage when the fluid enter in that assembly at high pressure and engage that ratio for reverse. The flex plate in this inboard outboard gasoline engine is bolted on the flywheel, and this is the flex plate and the rubber over there, and the splines of the shaft enter in the internal splines of this hub, and when the engine is spinning, the momentum of the engine is absorbed for the rubber in between, and the rubber works like a damper and absorb that excessive momentum, and the gear for forward and reverse in the transmission, exactly the same like we have on the screen on top, engage easily. In other words, this is the clutch. The clutch is basically a piece of rubber in between the plate and the shaft. All the marine transmissions have an oil cooler. In this particular case, this is an inboard gasoline engine Mercruiser, and the cooler for the transmission oil in the bottom, transmission oil on top, enter into the cooler and return. This is the cooler with salt water in order to control the temperature of the oil in the transmission. And this is the sensor. This is the sensor, the temperature of the raw water temperature sensor is located in this cooler. This sensor is to sense the temperature of the raw water, not the temperature of the oil. not the temperature of the oil, is to sense the temperature of the raw water. This is the typical inboard marine transmission. The transmission, of course, is attached to the engine. This is the oil pump of the transmission. The oil pump is a high pressure pump. Oil pump. The oil is coming from the oil cooler. That oil cooler is specific for the transmission oil, and the oil return here into the servo valve. This is the servo valve it's a solenoid servo valve with one solenoid for reverse and other solenoid for forward. This is the forward and this is the reverse solenoid. Those are the solenoids. This is the typical solenoid 85, 86, 30 and 87. The chief control is connected directly with the controls on the console. When I select forward, the chief control goes in forward. When I select reverse, the chief control goes in reverse. When the control is in neutral, this sensor is in neutral. In the shaft of the handle, in the other side is the neutral safety switch. In other words, where is located the neutral safety switch? Is located in the shaft where the handle for drive and forward in the transmission is located. This one. This is the handle for forward, neutral and reverse. Neutral, forward, neutral and reverse. In the shaft of this element, in the other side, is located the switch. The neutral safety switch. And that switch interrupts the yellow-red cable with the signal for the start motor. Only in neutral position this switch is closed. In forward is open, in reverse is open. Only in neutral allow the pass of the current.